Thank you. Okay. Okay, so now Dimitri is going to show us some case studies from other clients they have. Dimitri, passing it to you.
Yes, hi, good morning. So, yeah, yesterday we briefly discussed what is the full service, which is called the Customer Value Optimization, and we had a look at how we helped one of the existing clients. Maybe what we would like to do today is actually to show you 5 specific examples that might be useful for you specifically. But perhaps in a nutshell, just for those who have missed yesterday or are not up to date, maybe I should also mention a couple of words relating to this. So, as you know, Optimonk is indeed a self-service platform, and we now have a new possibility to provide a service of what is called a full service, known as the CVO, which is Customer Value Optimization. In a nutshell, what this means is that we have a team of experts who would sit down and optimize one specific website over a course of a month or two. Let me share my screen, and I will go into a couple of specific use cases. Just 1 second. Okay, please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, you can see.
Okay, very good. So the first use case is relating to using multi-step campaigns to increase the subscriptions. Here you can see on the right hand side what is the business goal. Here the goal obviously is to grow your list and to connect with the visitors by using tactics such as collecting email addresses and increasing form submissions. On the bottom here you will see the audio stage. This is basically the full service stage in all stages. Just to cover really briefly what this means is that as discussed yesterday, users are at different awareness levels, whether they are aware about a certain step that they need to do or a certain solution. This specific example, I will just move on to the next slide, so you will see what it looks like in practice, including the average conversion rate for such a pop-up would be 4.07%. Obviously targeting users who have been there for 15 seconds and are trying to leave the website, also known as exit intent. So this is the first, let's say, use case I would like to show you. By the way, if you have any questions at any time, please feel free to ask. The second example I would like to show is using exit intent to ask users if they found what they're looking for. So here again, you can see on the bottom, the goal here is to connect with the visitors and to collect feedback. And obviously, this is where they're aware about a certain step that they should be taking. They're aware about the final step, but for some reason, they are choosing to leave the site. And this is where we can try to ask them if they found what they were looking for. For new visitors who visited at least 2 pages, of course, we can modify it to whatever suits your need. And with an average conversion rate of 8.5% for this. Again, the goal for this specific use case would be to connect with the visitors. The third would be to gamify and engage the users and obviously to grow your list. So what this there are different gamification tools that we have. In this specific example, it's a scratch, scratching tool, and this is what it would look like in practice with an average of 2.46%. So again, when visitors are trying to leave the site, you try to collect their email addresses, you try to collect whatever you wish from them somehow, But the point is to build your list and to continue building your list so that you don't lose the information. The fourth would be a campaign to ask the visitors to help spread the word. So for example, if you have any blogs or if you have a certain community that you wish to promote and to help spread the word, this is a very powerful tool here to basically increase the social engagement. This is very useful for those who are aware that there is an issue going on, but haven't made any commitment yet, but still want to somehow contribute to the community. And this is what it could look like in practice with an average conversion rate of 4.9. You see a full screen pop-up and you help spread the word either through Facebook, Instagram, whatever tools you're using.
So when you use this Facebook share option, basically what happens is that no matter where your visitors are, the pop-up when it comes up and you click on or they click on the Facebook share, then it will share the page they are on automatically. So this is how it works basically, regardless of the URL. So yeah, we are going to be able to share what you wish to be shared actually. So this is how it's going to happen.
And last but not least would be a retargeting and segmenting the user. So here we have a small pop-up that would appear on the left or right side. And as you can see, by personalizing the experience, when you're asking the users for whatever questions that you want to, the average conversion rate here is 25%, which is very good. These are some of the examples of powerful tools that could help you. Our team can really personalize everything according to Greenpeace and your message. Before I move on to talk a little bit about what the process looks like in practice, I just wanted to check anyone has maybe any questions or any specific out of these that you found interesting. Okay, then let me briefly explain what this process looks like in practice. So the way it works is we initially set up a time slot to discuss with you what are the goals, what are the problems that you have. We check the similar websites, similar companies who are trying to have a similar model, so to speak. This market discovery call usually lasts an hour. I mean, obviously depends on the details, but it's very detailed because it's very important that we are very, very clear about what are the specific objectives and the goals that you wish to achieve. All of it is based around that. Next, we spend 2 to 3 days to come up with some ideas. We brainstorm internally with the team, and after that, we provide these ideas to you. Which campaigns could be the best to achieve those goals and objectives? And after that, we wireframe these campaigns. We custom design them, and of course, we check with you to finalize the details. Then we launch live tests, and we check the results basically on a weekly basis. And at the end of the 1 month or 1.5 month period, we provide you a detailed report. Obviously, all of this is possible with Google Analytics and ideas for further improvement as well. This whole work of our team would last a month or 1.5 months, and this is also an important point that I really want to clarify here, that for us to do this full service to optimize the website over this period, I would say is possible at this moment. We have the capacity only to do that for one website. So we are not able, we don't have the capacity to work on multiple websites at the same time. We put in a lot of work into it to make sure that the goals are achieved, overachieved even. But this is how the full service of the customer value optimization looks like in practice. Any questions relating to that, perhaps?
Yes, Dimitri, is this extra on top of our current account, or is comprised, or is included in the package?
This is extra. So the reason why I wanted to clarify also right from the start is because Optimonk, as I mentioned, is a self-service platform. So our clients are able to create their own campaigns. However, now we have this new possibility where we separately, aside from you having the account with us, we also optimize the whole customer journey, let's say the value behind it. And this is a separate work where we have a team of about 10 to 15 people who works directly with one specific website over 1 month, 1.5 months.
Okay, thank you so much, Dimitri.
Mhm.
If there aren't any other questions related to this, I do have a couple of questions more general. Maybe Kata, you can help us here. So if it's possible to have a full agency account overview for us to understand the limit we have for page views, because I know we can see for each sub account, but if we can have, you know, a general overview for this.
Yeah, basically when you log into the main account, you will see the page view limit, which is set. I checked it yesterday for you and it is 3 million, by the way. So that is the
Yeah.
total amount of pages that you can spread among sub-accounts.
Luca.
Per
Do
month?
per month, yep.
Okay. So that's clear. Thank you. And then another question would be if we can easily share templates between the sub accounts, because this is something we are all interested in, and I think yeah, we're not very clear about that.
Let me share my screen if this is something I can do now.
I think Dimitri needs to stop. Okay.
All right. So can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm in a demo agency account right now. And basically, if I go back to the dashboard, this is where it is. So it's very important that you have to log into the main account. I can send you the email address of that later on if you're not sure about that. But actually the main account is the one which shows you all the sub accounts that you have set up. And basically in that main account, you will have an extra option here, which is templates. And basically this is where you are able to create new templates and share it among the sub accounts. So when you create a new template right here, you know, the whole process is quite the same. You click on it, you then just simply choose pop-up, enter a name, select some goals. You can also add any categories here if this is something that helps you. And then you can also, you know, these are the two sub-accounts that I have in this demo account. So I can say, okay, I only wish to share it with sub-account named blog or sub-account named Shopify. So basically, this is how you are able to select who to share it with. The default is to share it with everyone. So if you wish to share all the templates that you ever create with everyone as default, then this is going to be easy. You don't have to, you know, multi-select everyone here from the list. And then you simply click on, oops, then you simply click on next, which will take you to the editor itself so that you can start building up your campaign. So basically, this is how it works in this case.
Luca?
Kata, can you only do it at the beginning, or you can just, for example, create your own template by yourself and decide to share it with others at the end or in later stage?
Yeah, you can also do it later. So if you created a campaign and you found that it's good, then you can also just come here and you can click on edit settings and share it with others later on when you already know that this is a good template which works basically.
Okay, and one last question. So this can be done at only the admin level somehow, or each sub-account can share with other sub-accounts?
As far as I know, it can only be done on the main level, but this is a good question I have to add. So let me just clarify it in-house and get back to you today with the answer. Right now, I would say that it's only possible from the main account, which manages all the sub-accounts.
So probably we would have to redo that template on an admin level and then share it with the sub-accounts are interested. That would be probably the solution.
Yes,
For now.
in that case, this would be the solution.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Follow-up question for that is can you like import export it to a file or not?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat? I didn't really catch it.
I'm sorry. This maybe my mic. Can you import export a pop-up to a file on your local computer?
So you cannot basically like import or export. You can build up your own campaigns. You can import any images that you might need in order to get the final look of the design that you wish to have, and then you can share it among sub accounts. But there is no like a source from which you can export like already built pop-up templates or anything like that. So if you wish to create a new template which is not inbuilt within the accounts, then you have to basically build it up in Optimonk. Of course, for instance, if you use Photoshop or Canva or any other design tools and you have like, a preset kind of a pop-up with an image on it and the sizes are all set, you can use that, and you can for instance use that as a background image, and then you can use the editor and put the elements that you need as an extra, like first name field or email field or anything like that. So you can also use some images or anything like that from outer sources, but no complete pop-ups can be imported.